How is Nike gonna make a shoe called the Dunk and you can't even play basketball in them? This is like the type of shoe that hoopers wear out. Like, you know what I mean? Both of them need to go throw directly in the trash can at high velocity, full speed, dunk it into the trash can. Telling me you're picking the sixes when you have all these other options to go. You got the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, fives. You going with six? You know what I'm saying? You going with 6 or 7? You going with 6 or 8? They're overrated. Yo, YouTube, I had to break the monotony. I want to give you guys a special one, man. These are the 10 most overrated sneakers of all time. Like the video, sub to the channel. At 10, the hood gonna hate me for this, but it's the Felines, man. I wanted these so bad back in the day. I just never could pull the trigger when I had the opportunity. It's like I would go with the forces if I had to. I wanted those, but I never could pull the trigger on picking those with my slot, shoes for the year or whatever for that time period. And yeah, you know how they did it back in the day. They put the Dickies, you know what I'm saying, or the Dickies with the Felines, that whole combination was going crazy. But yeah, them was overrated. And the hoop community gonna hate me, and the hood gonna hate me too as well. These are shoes that I don't hate, but I just think the overall utility on them, it just ain't what it's made out to be. It's the Nike foam posits. Like, I ain't gonna lie, they got cool colorways, they got crazy colorways. Like, one of the most influential shoes, I would say. But just as far as actual wear, man, these are so overrated. Like, I tried to wear some in hooping, and it was not a smart decision, or it was just a terrible experience for that. I don't like heavy shoes. So because of that, in my book, they're overrated. And this is one that was like the folklore of the city I was in. So basically, Stephon Marbury opened up a store, and everybody was just going crazy about this store and the shoes, the Starberries, you know what I mean? I fell into the hype, you know what I mean? I didn't get the shoe, but I wanted the shoe. When you look at it, it's just like, this is the shoe that I wanted. Obviously, the hype was there were affordable tennis shoes, but at the end of the day, these didn't deserve all that hype. They're overrated. Now, hear me out. Hang on. I don't mean all Air Force Ones. I'm focusing in, locking in on the high tops with the strap. You know what I mean? So, these were fire. I just oxymoron my whole video. They had some dope colorways, but they just never really all the way made sense to me. You know what I mean? I get it. We need that upper ankle exposure a little bit more. And I was just more of a low top. I just think low tops are more convenient sneakers, you know what I mean, for everyday type of things. So I was going to say these are overrated. I don't think these are anybody's holy grail, or maybe if they are, you're crazy, because they're overrated. And these are hood classics, man. I'm picking hood classics from my overrated list. Man, these Jordan 6s, I can feel the hate. My brother is a crazy sneaker collector, and I think he loves these. I'm pretty sure he had the Olympic 6s and took them back. And that's probably why you took them back, Cameron, because they're overrated. But they're not even bad shoes, like, you know what I mean? It's just compared to all the other Jordans, you're telling me you're picking the 6s when you have all these other options to go. You got the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours. Not to say that the twos is the best. The ones, the threes, the fours, the fives. You going with 6? You know what I'm saying? You going with 6 or 7? You going with 6 or 8? They're overrated. This is like the Felines. I wanted these so bad. Just the universe didn't connect for me to have these. But it was the Nike Shocks man, like, look at them today, bro. I'm not gonna just say they're hideous. I get the design. I get what was going on with the whole shock technology. But man, look at these shoes, brother. You telling me these are worth the hype for real? I'm gonna go overrated. Vince Carter, this dude Vince Carter was playing in NBA games in the shocks. Okay, okay. These man, these are historical, bro. My brother had the blue version of these, and these are synonymous for T-Mac wearing them in the All-Star game, wearing one red one and one blue one. Both of them need to go throw directly in the trash can at high velocity, full speed, dunk it into the trash can. Obviously, their culture and him doing that was, you know what I mean? It was some new sauce that, people had done that, but in the NBA limelight, for it to be done like that, I'm giving you full credit for that, T-Mac. But the shoe itself, overrated. KD sevens. This is gonna get a lot of sneakerheads in a kind of upset. The hoopers. This is a hooper shoe. This is like the type of shoe that hoopers wear out. Like, you know what I mean? They had some crazy colorways. These are shoes that like look cool, but I would never wear them. So to me, they're overrated. But like, KD had crazy colorways with these. I just remember playing 2K and he having these particular pair on. But overall, they just look heavy. This is a cultural phenomenon. I would say these are like up there with the Roches of that time period. But obviously, Kanye, Yeezy Boost, the 350. I don't even necessarily hate these shoes. I think they're a dope silhouette and great model. I just think the hype for them, everybody had this. This was like the starter kit for a hip hop fan at that time period. You had to have some Yeezy Boost, and trying to think what else you had to have in your starter kit. But I think the saturation of this shoe in particular, I don't want it to take away from the art, because I do think it's art, but I just think they oversaturated. And the number one, this might lose me subscribers, the Nike Dunk. Yes, the Nike Dunk. First off, how is Nike gonna make a shoe called the Dunk and you can't even play basketball in them? Okay? You can't hoop in them. These are skateboarding shoes. I don't even know if they're great skateboarding shoes. I'm not a skateboarder. Comment below if they are, but obviously the Pandas is like the most saturated shoe of all time. But not even just I don't got even problem with that particular color model. I was saying this because we just often have this debate, or these or Air Force Ones, and I'm like, is this even possible that we can put these two in the same category? It's not even close. The Nike Dunks take the whole entire prize. To me, they're the most overrated shoe ever. Thank y'all for watching, man. Like the video, sub to the channel, man. Let me know what else you guys want me to rank. Any overrate, underrate, any different categories.